sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and a couple. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Got it. Ready? 70,
and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
19 Lions.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Here is 3rd and 5. Cunningham looking to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 21. In motion, Slayton. Now Jones. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there. Throwing, Jones. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The Saints at 5-4 now on the year. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here? Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
18, 5 in. Go.
Here's Cunningham. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 3.5 to go, first quarter. On 2nd and 10, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Isaiah Foskey there on the tackle. And you look at the Saints defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. Count through 11. Count through 11.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball. and picking up a first down. A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Cunningham. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for New England. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Ready, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Now Cunningham. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
In motion, Slayton. Now Jones on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Top 60, top 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Cunningham. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Isaiah Foskey. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sheds off the tackle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Come on, come on. Hit. 19 Lions. Cut 19. Cut. Hurry.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Pace, let's go!
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to add on to that lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Keep it up with the Joneses. Marcus Jones picks off Mack. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Let's go now. Bobcat.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 3rd down, here's... And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. This 2nd and 4. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Cooks will come in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Eric Armstead able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cunningham to throw. He gets this to Thornton. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now a 1st down throw. Cunningham. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. Oh, he's hit. The ball's out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go. 11. Great time.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. There's Chris Olave. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. Nope.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Their mobile, agile quarterback. 56 yards. And the Patriots have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
11.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
22-yard line.
Now Jones. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
From the gun, it's Stevenson. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
19 Charger.
On first down, it's Cunningham. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. Oh, good move. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Here's that. Here's that.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Let's go now.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Hold the straight.
He pitches it out to Stevenson. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Second and 9. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Hold it ready. Let go.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Ready.
He's going to keep this again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Cunningham. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, break.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. Cunningham looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for New England. 53 yards.
Ready.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they move. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Keep it up with the Joneses. Marcus Jones picks off Mack. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Off the play fake. Cunningham. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cunningham. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their step.
Touchdown, Patriots. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to... And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Come on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Cunningham. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. That's complete right around the 8. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down.
And he loses the football a second time. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Following the fumble recovery, Cunningham. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Ready.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go.
7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Trap 60, trap 60. Hustle.
To throw on third down, Cunningham. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
60 boxes, 60.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as the tackle made up at the 48-yard line. Again, it's Kamara. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A give to Kamara running right to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Kamara try the right side. Oh, nice move. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Keep it up with the Joneses. Marcus Jones picks off Mack. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdown